Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Around the Block. We're glad you're here. I'm Heather Holman. This is Jacqueline Ferris, and that's D'Anthony Christian over there, looking super busy because he is pushing all kinds of buttons.
Making us look great.
Yeah, and I especially love when he does the cheering sound effect
Yes.
because it makes us all happy. There it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Settle down, everybody. I mean,
Yes. The next story, though, has some cheering, I bet.
Yes, this next story is great. 13-year-old girl from Edmond. She's getting ready to be in 8th grade. She's super young, but she's got this gorgeous voice.
Yes.
And she loves Elvis. And so she actually listens to actual records on her record player that her grandma gave her, and she can play the guitar. She's written her own songs. And she's just so pretty, and she is headed to Nashville. Is it? Yes. No, Memphis. Sorry. Memphis, where Graceland is, to compete in Elvis Week. I don't know. Is it a competition or is it just to be part of it? But she's going to sing some Elvis songs. And look at that room. And she also has this Elvis clock where the bottom part of the clock, his hips go back and forth like for the seconds. It's so cute.
That's great memorabilia.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's her grandma's record player that she gave her. I love that. So I'm sorry, I've been saying she was 13. I could have sworn. Look at that. At 13, and then it says 14. So I don't know. Her name is Alice Jackson. She's either 13 or 14. But she can't remember a time where music wasn't part of her life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, she's also recorded several of her songs, her own songs. Just super talented girl. Oh, and then also at her school last year, her choir, it was either orchestra or choir. I think it was orchestra, played along as she sang an Elvis song at school.
Yeah, I heard her mom sent in the recording of her singing the Elvis song to the Graceland Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And just on a whim, she was picked. Only 12 were selected to go perform for Elvis Week. And so this is quite an honor for a young musician.
Yeah.
Just starting out.
Yes, and invited to perform. So she was invited there to Elvis Week. So can you imagine how exciting that would be to hear back? It's like getting a college application,
Yeah.
a college invitation in the mail or something. That's super cool. Also, what's very cool about this is that imagine Elvis if he knew the impact that he had on not just our country, but the world. I used to live overseas, and there were Elvis impersonators overseas even that didn't even speak English. So, yeah, can you imagine what the look on his face if he were to see today, this girl, God, he died in 1977. So, 48 years ago. To look to see this girl in the future performing and Elvis Week and all of the things that had to do with him, I bet he would be one happy camper.
Well, I think it's very cool, and I'm excited for her in this big adventure to be able to go and perform on a large stage at Graceland, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever been there?
I have not. It's a bucket list vacation place I want to go. Have you been?
I went as a kid. We went to Memphis to see it because my mom is a huge Elvis fan.
Okay.
But we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so we didn't go inside.
Just the drive-by.
Well, we stood outside and like walked around, and it's like, here it is.
That's great. Though.
Yeah, we didn't get to go inside because I think it was, at that time, a lot of money. I don't remember, per person, and we just didn't. Every time if we had to go to a restaurant, we would only drink water, that kind of thing. My dad was my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and so my dad was an associate pastor, and so at that time, so every penny counted. So I never got to go inside, but I've seen, pictures, videos of the inside. It looks like a neat place.
Yeah.
Looks like fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations to this Edmond young lady who's headed there.
Yes. She will be an 8th grader at Cimarron Middle School in Edmond next week. That's when school starts.
Man, are you ready? Are you ready for school to start? No, me neither.
I think that it adds some structure back into your day. Like you have to be there at a certain time, and then you know how much time you have to do this or that. But like I get up in the mornings and I work on this show, looking for more content. And now I'm just going to have to figure out a different, just I don't know. I got to rearrange my whole schedule.
Into my day, not necessarily the child's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not ready, but it'll be great. We'll be back to school before you know it.
So Max will be in what grade?
5th grade.
Fifth
But we have a
grade.
few more weeks. I don't think we go back until like the 18th,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
even the 20th.
Does he go to charter school or
We
what?
go to private school.
Private. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So ours starts back next Thursday.
Okay.
And I feel like summer break is just so much more relaxing for parents.
Yeah.
But it just is what it is. And it's mandated by law. So
By
we
law.
don't have a
Yep,
choice.
no choice. We will be going back to school.
Yes, definitely. So back to Elvis, my mom, I told you, was a huge fan. So for her 75th birthday 3 years ago, we hired, my sister and I, an Elvis impersonator who came from I want to say Missouri or Arkansas, I can't remember. But he drove up, performed, and then I have a ton of pictures on my phone. I should have pulled those up. But then so here's what happened. So we sat my mom and dad down. It was a 1950s theme, and we said, wear your best 1950s gear. So my dad wore like a white t-shirt with the sleeves rolled up
Mhm.
and jeans, and he slicked back his hair. And my mom had the cutest little poodle skirt on. And my
Oh,
sister and
awesome.
I, yeah, we had poodle skirts from when we were kids. My grandmother made them for us.
Mhm.
And so we all wore our poodle skirts, and just like, retro looking shoes and cute little tops and stuff. Um, and so I said, okay, sit down on the couch. We have a surprise for you. And he started up this music from the back bedroom, and it was
Mhm.
like this big intro, dun, 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 like when Elvis would come out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so this big intro, and she's just sitting here going, and then he walks out of my bedroom door, and he's like, hey, doing all
Yeah.
this stuff. And my mom's like, oh my God. It was like she saw the real deal. And she
Yeah.
just laughed her head off. And he sang, probably like 10 songs. And then I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. And he sang that. My parents danced together. And I thought
That's
that was
really
the
great.
sweetest
Yeah.
thing ever. So, yeah, it was a great, great birthday. It was for her 75th. So I don't know what I'm going to do for her 80th. Jeez
Time will
Louise.
tell.
And then last year, was it last year? We had a 1920s themed murder mystery. So then we
Oh,
all
fun.
dressed up like 1920s,
Mhm.
Yeah, so we go all out. And now I'm like, I don't know how to top that one. I don't know how to top that one. What do I do next?
Man.
I don't want her to be disappointed. If you have any ideas for what I can do for my mother, please send them in
Yes.
on Twitter, also called X. You see right there at the bottom of your screen.
Mhm.
You can follow us, but you can tweet, hey, KFOR, I'm sorry, hashtag KFOR, to join the conversation. So if there's anything that you would like to say, just add that hashtag and we can find it that way. What is our next story? We're talking about
We're
some
gonna talk about
latte art.
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, coffee. I gotta have my caffeine in the morning. I'm at an age, though, where coffee started upsetting my stomach.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know. Shut up,
That's too
D'Anthony.
bad.
He's laughing at me. You'll get there. It just happened like last year. Like, I love coffee, and some of it doesn't. It depends on like the stuff we have here at work. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't. My stuff at home, I'm like, ugh, like bent over, like, ow, that really hurts my stomach. Dude, why are you laughing?
Well, I'm laughing because instead of coffee, you're just chasing it with a Red Bull.
Yeah, I have to
Which-
do something.
Does that not make your stomach hurt? I'm not making fun because I drink all of these things
Uh-huh.
in copious, unhealthy amounts.
No,
but
this doesn't hurt my
no,
stomach.
yeah.
And so, all right, 3 shot. Come on. Let
Why
everybody
is he
see you, like,
laughing
because
at
he's
you?
laughing at me because I'm old.
No,
Why are you laughing?
no, because I'm the same way with coffee. But isn't coffee like a laxative?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have it
That's
doesn't
why
have
it's
that.
making your stomach hurt.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Bubble gut.
it's too acidic. No, it's not. It's too acidic is the thing. They actually make coffee for old people with less
Oh.
acid in it. It's less acidic. And that's why. Dude, I would never say that on this show. Oh yeah, it hurts my stomach, makes me have to go.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
never.
could just
No,
Okay.
We've lost him.
Yeah.
We've lost him. It's gone off
We
the
lost
rails.
But anyways, this next story, a young man from, I think, a local coffee artist is
Yeah.
going to Las Vegas to compete
hmm
on the national level in coffee art.
And the thing is, like, so that's super cool because he does his own art.
Mhm.
Like, they have those machines that'll print like a picture with, you know, I don't know what the word is. It's not
Oh,
3D
the
printing,
digital.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
digital like
Mhm.
photo type thing. I don't know. And it can put it on there. But he does it all by hand, which is he uses like toothpicks and all kinds of different things when he does his designs.
I
But look
think
at
this is
that.
a true talent.
Just the way he pours it.
Yeah.
I know what this is.
Where is it?
Oh my gosh, this is my coffee shop.
Oh,
Oh
tell
my
us
gosh.
about it.
I don't know the name. Oh,
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
it's called Parrot.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, best coffee shop ever.
Parrots.
Oh my gosh.
Dessert and coffee bar. Next time you're in there, you need to ask him, D'Anthony, hey, is it true that when you get older, coffee is more painful to your stomachs because of the acidity in it?
Well, I
Go
think you
ahead.
should actually ask them if they would do a little K4 coffee art and take a
Yeah.
photo for us.
Ask him to do
Yeah.
hashtag hey KFOR.
I've seen this dude. I think he would be willing to do, I don't know, maybe a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Well, he's
cool
headed
dude.
to Las Vegas though, August 21st.
Look at that.
And the judges will be judging him, I believe, on 4 categories, such as speed, symmetry of shape, line clarity, and inventiveness.
That's very
So,
inventive.
yeah.
There's a pumpkin
I couldn't do that. This is a true
with a
art.
heart.
I'm excited for him.
I know. That's super cool.
It says here it's the 2025 Latte World Championship Open, and it
Mhm.
takes place in Los Angeles. 64 competitors, single elimination.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
his name's Ben Stanley. So if you go to Parrots, you can ask for him. It looks like it would be spelled like French, like Perret, but it's Perets, dessert and coffee. And he says it is difficult. He says trying to get your foam to be the same consistency every single time is the hardest part. So, very interesting. This is the World Championship
Yeah.
Open takes place in Los Angeles beginning August 21st. So, yeah, he's man.
That's a talent.
That means people come from all over the world to or is it Las Vegas or is it Los
I
Angeles?
think I missaid earlier. I do
Los
believe
Angeles.
it's Los Angeles.
So, yeah, that they all fly to LA
Yeah.
to compete in this. It's quite a sport.
This dude's a lifesaver. Just saying. I took one of my dates to this coffee
Okay.
shop, and it was like bombing. I was just being embarrassed, and I was like, "Ah, this sucked." And then he brings out our orders, and we were just talking about the artwork. I'm like, "Dude, you're a lifesaver! Oh my gosh!" And it saved that date. So thank you
Yeah.
if you're watching, and I hope you win. You
Coffee
deserve to win.
shops and a first date. That's great.
Yeah, I want to know more about this date.
I do too.
Is it something?
Oh,
You're
it's
so cute.
bad.
Oh,
I'll tell y'all the commercial. Oh, it's
okay.
bad.
Is this the previous person?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we will take a break specifically so that we can listen to D'Anthony's dating disaster, I guess. But when we come back, if you're a fan of King of the Hill, we've got some great news for you. We'll be right back.